At the start of Parliament's afternoon session, the Speaker of the House of Commons announced that MPs will have a vote on Thursday on whether the Prime Minister should be examined for misleading Parliament about breaking COVID laws.
Scheduling the debate for Thursday will, I hope, give members an opportunity to consider the motions and the response to it.
He said that it's not for him to determine whether or not the Prime Minister has committed a contempt, but to decide if it's an arguable case to be examined. The Prime Minister made his apology to MPs and reiterated that he didn't realise he broke the rules, before bringing the focus back to Ukraine.
That on the 12th of April, I received a fixed penalty notice relating to an event in Downing Street on the 19th of June 2020. I paid the fine immediately and I offered the British people a full apology. And I take this opportunity on the first available sitting day to repeat my wholehearted apology to the House. As soon as I received the notice, I acknowledged the hurt and the anger. And I said that people had a right to expect better of their Prime Minister. And I repeat that, Mr. Speaker, again in the House now. Let me also say, not by way of mitigation or excuse, but purely because it explains my previous words in this House, that it did not occur to me then or subsequently that a gathering in the Cabinet room just before a vital meeting on COVID strategy could amount to a breach of the rules. I repeat, that was my mistake, and it is precisely because I know that so many people are angry and disappointed that I feel an even greater sense of obligation to deliver on the priorities of the British people and to respond in the best traditions of our country to Putin's barbaric onslaught against Ukraine. Our Ukrainian friends are fighting for the life of their nation, and they achieved the greatest feat of arms of the 21st century by repelling the Russian assault on Kiev. And the whole House will share my admiration for their heroism and courage.
The Prime Minister also spoke about plans for the UK's energy independence and the cost of living crisis.
The Prime Minister knows what he is.
Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer hit back, again calling for the Prime Minister to resign, giving an example of a man who didn't hold his dying wife's hand because he followed COVID rules. Boris Johnson apologised several times, Conservative MP Mark Harper saying he strongly supports the government in standing up to Ukraine, but that Boris Johnson is, in his words, no longer worthy of the great office he holds. Some MPs are most likely still deciding whether they share that view or not. This isn't an issue that looks like it's going to go away. Jane Worrell, NTD News, London.